Okay, for assignment number one, we're going to be writing a call to action letter. It is worth 25% of your overall mark, and it is due in week 5 at the beginning of class. If you're unfamiliar with what a call to action letter is, a call to action is a statement designed to get an immediate response from a person, either reading it or hearing it. And you often see examples in persuasive writing of calls to action. And your assignment is to simply write a 1 to 2 page call to action letter. The first step is choosing a topic. You got to figure out what is an issue that is important to you. What is it that gets you fired up? What is it that you want to see changing in our world or our community? Here are some examples here. So you're free to use any of these examples, or you can come up with your own. The example we're going to build on here is Indigenous rights. So the second step is to narrow down exactly what you want to write about, right? So if you say, okay, I'm going to take Indigenous rights as my topic, you have to narrow it down more. So in this example, they have narrowed it down to responding to the government decision to appeal ruling that should be provided, that the government should be providing financial support to Indigenous children that were in foster care. So step one, figure out your topic. Step two, narrow it down. And then step three, let's get to writing. How do you write a call to action letter? So it's very important that you decide what action you want from the letter. It's called a call to action letter. So what is the action that you want the person or community or audience hearing or reading the letter to take? And here's some examples here. And then it gets into the phrasing, right? You want to make sure that it is brief and strong phrasing. You aren't going to say, I want you to think about, I want you to consider, if you have time, maybe you should change your mind. It should have strong language. Here's some examples. Join our letter writing campaign or our March on Parliament. There's a call to action there. Here's a couple of examples here of call to action letters. And then the other piece is important. In step one, you're going to be researching your topic. You need a minimum of 3 credible sources. You're going to write a 1 to 2 page letter using APA formatting, and you're going to include references. So some people may think, okay, how do I find credible sources? Luckily, we have Karen Holliday as a resource as our librarian. She has put together this PowerPoint, which I will post, and you can take some time and go through this PowerPoint to see what she says are good resources and ways to access those. And if you have any questions about how to do that, here's her email and information. So I will post this PowerPoint along with the assignment here so you can go through it in more detail. And if you have any questions about any of that information, please don't hesitate to ask.